sure that Carson Wentz is going to go back to his normal form. Number 6 is the Browns. Their offense is great. They have the guy who just won Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski. He's a top 15 coach for sure. They have the best offensive line in the league. I like Baker Mayfield. Nick Chubb, top 7, top 5 running back. I like their receiving core, Jarvis Landry, Odell, if Odell can stay healthy. I love their team. Myles Garrett, I can see him winning Defensive Player of the Year this year. Myles Garrett. The problem is, only 4 of their defensive starters are returning. Everyone else is new. So I'm worried about their chemistry and how they're going to ease into the season. The Browns' schedule, though, I think they have if I'm recalling correctly, the Browns have an easy schedule in the first couple weeks, and then it gets tough, right? All right, hold on. Week 1, Jaguars. Or no, hold on. That's preseason. My bad. Oh, crap. All right, so let's look at their first 7 weeks. 8 weeks, my bad. All right. They got the Steelers in week 8. I think they can win that game. Broncos, Cardinals, Chargers, Vikings, Bears, Texans, and Chiefs. That's the first 8 teams they play. That's a decently hard/easy schedule. Their last few weeks are a little tough. They have the Ravens twice, and they have the Packers once. So, their schedule isn't that hard, but there are some teams that are good in good in September and October. Like Matt Nagy, I think is 11-2 in September. And they have the Bears week 3, September 26th. So, they could lose that game, So there are a couple games that I can see them losing. But if they can win those games early, then they're good. They're in a good spot. But I am a little worried about their chemistry with only 4 defensive starters coming back. Number 5, I gave a slight edge to the Ravens. I have the Ravens winning the AFC North. 10 of their 11 offensive starters are coming back. They built up their weakest position, which is receiver. John Harbaugh is a top 7 coach, I'd say. Definitely one of the best in the league. They have a top 7, at least top 7 quarterback. I don't know why he gets hated so much. And Lamar Jackson. Their running game was the best last year. So they got a great running game, great quarterback. They upgraded that receiver. I like their O-line. Their defense is pretty good. Harbaugh is a great defensive coach. I like this team. I got them at number 5. I really, really like where they're headed. Number 4 is the team I have winning the incredibly competitive NFC West. It's the Seahawks. I think all the drama with Russell Wilson is resolved by now because they built up their tight end position. They built up their defense. I love the Seahawks defense. I love DK. I think DK Metcalf. I understand why people hate on him because he does have annoying fans that say, he's top 5. No. Julio Jones is better. Adams is better. Hopkins is better. Tyreek Hill is better. Stephon Diggs is better. There's a lot of guys better than DK Metcalf. So, I understand why he gets hate, but I think he's a great receiver. Tyler Lockett is a really good receiver as well when he wants to be. Obviously, they built up their offensive line, and obviously their quarterback's a pretty good at his position too. So I like that they got a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a Super Bowl winning head coach. Those are 2 huge components. before the Akers injury, I had the Seahawks coming in third or second, depending on what the Niners would do. I had the Rams winning it, Niners in second, Seahawks third, Cardinals fourth. The Cardinals being a really good number 4 team. But now, Akers is injured, and I don't know how much I trust Jimmy G to stay healthy. I think this is a Seahawks division to win. Or to lose, my bad. Alright, number 3 is the Buffalo Bills. 21 of their 22 starters are returning. Sean McDermott, great coach. Josh Allen, I have him winning MVP this season. Josh Allen is my pick for MVP this season. He reminds me kind of a Brett Favre, John Elway. Probably more of a John Elway because he runs a little bit more. He's incredibly athletic, very talented. He can throw the ball across the entire field if he wanted to. He does, however, make some mistakes occasionally, but Elway did that when he was young too. So, they have a great head coach, a great quarterback. I like their O-line. Their defense is good enough, I think. Stephon Diggs, top 5, maybe even top 3 receiver. Emmanuel Sanders, I think, was a good addition. I like the additions they made in the offseason. The only thing I'd change about this team is the run game. Other than that, phenomenal team. I got them at number 3. And the number 2 team is the Chiefs. I'd actually put them at number 1, but I feel like it's almost like an unwritten rule that in your power rankings before the season, you have to have the Super Bowl champions at number 1. So the Chiefs are number 2. Best quarterback in the league. I'd argue best head coach in the league. Top 5 receiver in the league. Great receiving core. Great O-line. Better defense. I got them at number 2. Number 1, and again, I would probably actually have the Chiefs ahead of them for the season, but they just recently won the Super Bowl. It's the Bucs. They re-signed everyone. They re-signed everyone, which is huge. Although I don't know, I just don't see them repeating again. I don't see them winning again, I don't see them winning 2 in a row. But, another reason I put them at number 1 is because whenever I friggin' bet against Brady, he always wins. The one time I bet against Brady and won was when he lost to the Eagles. The one time. And, of course, it's the one time I was the least sure about it. When I said the Rams would win against Brady, I was sure. I was like, they're a much more talented team. Brady comes in, and they don't even score a touchdown on them. The Eagles, when I was like, no, I'm going to pick the Eagles by, maybe a field goal. That was my prediction. And then, obviously, they won by, I think, a touchdown. But, I'm going to put the Bucs at number 1. Everyone returns. They got a veteran head coach. They have a pretty good quarterback. They do have a good running back duo. Their defense is phenomenal. Receiving core best in the league. Their O-line elite. Honestly, what is keeping them from being number 1? Nothing. Alright, so just a quick review. Number 10, Packers. 9, Niners. 8, Rams. 7, Colts. 6, Browns. 5, Ravens. 4, Seahawks. 3, Bills. 2, Chiefs. And number 1, Bucs. Okay, so apparently Davante Adams is open to contract talks with the Packers. Now, this is clearly tied to Aaron. He wasn't. They weren't even in contract talks. Literally the day after Aaron says, "Oh, I'm coming back." He's like, "Oh, I can talk now. We can talk." And I actually have another theory about Jordan Love. Because think about this: if Davante Adams signs an extension, he'll be on there for multiple years. And I think Aaron is going to be one and done, unfortunately. I don't think he's going to be playing multiple more years with the Packers. I think that was what the Last Dance photos were all about. Because, why else would they be posting all that? That was really... I was really weirded up at that. I was like, what? Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams. In case you're not aware of this, they posted the same Pippen and Jordan picture. Robert Tonyan posted a Dennis Rodman picture. Kevin King posted a picture of some random on the Bulls. And Alan Lazard and Equanimous St. Brown posted a picture of Tony Kukoc and Steve Kerr. So I think that's what it was all about. I think they know Aaron is one and done. Much like Jordan was like, if Phil isn't coming back, I'm leaving. They knew it was his last year. But if he's going to sign a year, if he signs an extension, like I said, it's going to be for multiple years. So I think he's telling you Jordan Love is good enough. He's good enough for Davante Adams to handle for a couple of years. Because Aaron, I don't see playing multiple years. But Davante Adams yet is willing to extend his contract for a little longer. So, I see, I'm really hoping that, I'm really hoping they can cash in on the Super Bowl this year. Alright, anyway, I'm going to talk about Rodgers again in a second, but first I'm going to talk about DeRozan. So DeMar DeRozan, I think I'm a lot more fascinated by role players than many people are. I don't think a lot of people look at the value of veteran role players. DeMar DeRozan, I think, is a good addition to any team in the league. But he said that his goal in free agency is to get an opportunity to win a title. He has had multiple opportunities to win a title in Toronto and hasn't done so. But I think he'd be a great third option to any team in the league. I don't think he's not a 1 anymore. He used to be, he's not anymore. But he's a good, I don't know if he's a good, he's a decent second option. And he's definitely a great third option. He averaged 21 points last year. He's a great third option. But like he said, the ultimate goal to win is win a championship based on who he signs with. But he hasn't, not since 2013 was the last year he averaged under 20 points. He hasn't really slacked off. Is he as good as he was in Toronto? Not even close, but 21 points last year. 7 assists even. Like, that's actually a pretty good amount of assists. He's not a good shooter, but he can score very well, and he does pass more than you give him credit for. So, a guy averaging 20 points a game as a third option is phenomenal. In case you don't remember, when KD was in Golden State, he was averaging obviously like 27 a game. Steph was averaging like 27 a game. And then you had their third option, Klay, averaging 20. So I think that would be huge for any team to have him as a third star. Alright, so the agreement Rodgers and the Packers have it makes it opens the door for a departure after this year.